And we're back. Yo guys, listen, I know I was supposed to have a vlog out this week of what happened the weekend to that party that I went to there, but I'm gonna keep it a bean. I didn't record shit. I won't lie, I didn't record anything, man. I was in the moment, I was in the sauce. Listen, uh I wasn't gonna put no camera in these girls' faces, I'm not gonna lie. Nah, like I couldn't just walk up to these girls like, yo, like in those moments, I couldn't be like, yo, baby girl, let me just pop this out real quick, like smile. Nah, nah, listen, let me not make all excuses or whatever, but I didn't do none of that. And yeah, man, listen, we're back to the reactions. Hopefully, next time I'm a better vlogger. Like, I'm whack at vlogging, that's why I do these better. I'm amazing at this. But yeah, we're gonna get into it and we're gonna discuss the T app, bro. This T app thing is crazy, dog. Apparently, people are getting doxxed, but let's check it out.
Hello, guys and gals. Me, Mutahar. I'm sipping on a good old cup of coffee, ladies and gentlemen, right here this fine morning. And, if it's one thing I love is coffee. But if it's one thing I've learned about women is they really love the tea. No matter who you are, they love spilling that tea. Now, I never really knew that whole idiom until much recently, but the reality of it is this is an application that has skyrocketed the popularity, okay? So Tea is a dating safety tool that protects women. And on the surface, I thought, this is a pretty cool tool. It exists, it is what it is, and generally speaking, the idea is you probably have used a dating app at some point in your life. The last time I ever
Not a day in my life.
touched a dating app was probably all the way back in like college. Some kid told me what some guy that I was going with told me about Tinder and how you can just get laid all the time through it. And I accessed it once, and I swear to God, I think it's an entire bot farm still to this day. Now I'm out of the dating pool, all right. I'm a happily taken person, and it's not something that I really touch. But I'm sure that a lot of younger people probably get their first few dates, or maybe meet their soulmate through an application. But there's a lot of shady people on those applications, okay? And T is here to help you with dating safety tools. Now, what kind of stuff are you using T for? I guess you can find verified green flag men, okay? So this is an application
Verified green flag men. What?
just for women, okay? No men are allowed in here. No man whatsoever. Only women. Now, of course, you can run background checks on all of these guys. So I guess if you're looking closely, it might be harder to read. You're looking at things like convictions, marital statuses, and civil court records. Identify potential catfish. Verify that he ain't no sex offender.
Low key, like, okay, I understand this, and background check is crazy though. Don't you just check that out when you're speaking to somebody? Like, that's a bit weird.
Check for a criminal history. Now, of course, this application blew and skyrocketed to complete popularity, okay? So to give you an idea, this is #1 on the App Store right now, okay? This is a pretty big thing. 64.6 thousand ratings, almost 5 stars. I mean, it must be a pretty badass thing. Now, if you look closely at it, I almost thought this was like a fucking joke app, because again, this is the actual application. Get the T on your date. Does anyone have any T on Jake? So if Jake is on a dating app and he's not entirely there, these women on the application are going to talk all the dirty they need to about Jake. Now, I tried to see if this was verified anywhere. Like, does T do any form of verification on a lot of the claims that are
So like, what? One thing I wonder is what stops them about lying about you? Like, oh, he's a bad guy, he's a bad person. What? What stops that? Like, does the app protect you from that? Like, or are we just gonna make a male dating app now that warns you about this chick that lied about you? I don't get it.
made, or does it just outright spew whatever bullshit that anybody wants to post? Now, I checked into T's terms of services, and they said that the contents are for informational purposes only. T Dating makes no warranty whatsoever that any of this information is accurate, and does not pre-screen content uploaded by users or verify the statement of its users. Now, this is a big problem, okay? Now, dating is a very personal thing, and sometimes breakups are tough. I've broken up with plenty of women, and I'm on good terms with women. I've had women cheat on me. I have had women ghost me, all right? I've had one relationship ghost me, one cheat on me, one I'm on really good terms with, and, one that I just don't talk to, okay? And that's just, that's how relationships work, okay? Breakups can be messy. Breakups can be amicable. Breakups are just things you want to move past as soon as possible. Now, if somebody on this application says that, oh no, does anybody have the tea on Jake? Well, Jake's really good at making martinis. His speciality is a roofie colada. Now, of course, at that point, you might be like, whoa, I better watch out for Jake. But if T is not doing its job by vetting if that information is true, whether by a court document or a police report, or I don't know how they're verifying
There's gonna be a lot of work to get through. I'm gonna be real. It's a lot of work. It sounds like a whole lot of word of mouth though. It's a lot of word of mouth though.
some of these things, you can probably see that defamation, or sorry, in this case, libel, because it's written, would be a
Yes, yes. I was about to say, like, yo, slander is spoken. In writing, it's libel.
Pretty serious
If you know, you know.
issue. So going down over here, they say avoid dating red flag men. And again, this is why I thought it was a joke app, because again, it's like XOXO, Gossip Girl, share that tea. And of course, it's all like, here's the red flags. It's because he's married. Should I date Ethan? Don't date him, right? 68%. Date him. He's just busy. Ask him why only lunch. And of course, if you look at the reason, my friend saw him out with another girl. And yeah, this is just anonymous, unverified shit. Now, if you're with somebody, I guess you can do set alerts for your man. Want a heads up anytime Jake is mentioned in your area?
Bro, it's the ultimate stalker app, bro. Like, what?
You know what it is? It's the fucking Shardy for fucking women, dude.
Oh, what the fuck?
It's a gossip site for women. It's like Lol Cow Farm for women. It's, you know what it is? It's just 4chan for the girls, for the gals. Now, I don't know if their own feature of following your man might violate Section 5 and 6 of their use of their services and their terms, but literally...
Wait, whoa. What if I'm just a brew and I tell this company, say, don't put my pictures on your app. Don't put my pictures on your app. Don't put my socials on your app. Don't put anything about me on your applications. I refuse for you to have my information. Even a strand of hair of mine, I don't want it on your application. Then what? Can't I just cash out? You know what I'm saying? I'm like, dog, I saw my picture on your app from some random account. I thought I told you. Give me my money.
That you must not use the information on the service to harass, threaten, or intimidate individuals. Context and intent matter, as we allow you to post and share if it is clear that something was shared in order to condemn or draw attention to bullying or harassment. And again, is it kind of getting into harassment territories when, you know, you have a whole network of gaggling people to, like, fucking follow?
It is, bro, because now, like, 48 people got their own version of a story that doesn't fucking make sense. And then now, in fact, they might all be colluding, because now all of a sudden, bro, it might be the We Hate This Bruella Club.
Someone and like reported they've seen them with another woman. I mean, it's just a weird thing to do. Like, imagine if like this was flipped on the other way around and it was like, hey guys, here's a picture of my girlfriend. Please remind me and let's share if she's ever been caught with another person out there in the world. I mean, it's just overall like remove the gender from all of it. Just remove everything. It's just a weird application to have. I almost feel that if a male version of this app existed on the App Store, it would have been removed before I even got a chance to research it. But because it's like the female version of it, it's suddenly like completely okay to talk about. It's trending and charting at #1. It's wild. Now, of course, I decided to go even deeper and look at some other screenshots that I found were a little bit wild when it came to tea. So I went to APK Pure, which pulled a cache of the Google Play version of the application, and some of the screenshots were even funny. Like, here's the sex offender search option.
That's crazy, bro. Putting the boy Jeff on this, bro.
Criminal record search, Jeffrey Epstein. Imagine matching with Epstein.
That's crazy.
What the fuck?
In fact, probably a lot of chicks would, because he's a billionaire, or was a billionaire. Now that he's not here no more.
This is why I thought it's a joke.
Man owned an entire island, and that a lot of chicks would have fell for that. I won't lie.
And again, phone number lookup. Here's the name, married, age.
You can get people's phone numbers off this. Bro, that's an invasion of my privacy, bro. What?
Address. So you can just pull up like the doxes on entire individuals. And again,
Bro.
This is not new. Obviously, if you're scared of an application like T, I'm gonna kind of like I'm just straight up pull it out for you. There are things you can buy in this application. For instance, you can get a monthly subscription service. You can get T Premium, T Pro, reverse image searches,
T-Pro.
and criminal record checks for $8 a pop-a-rooney. You want a private background check? $20, bro.
So you're selling my information to random chicks. Give me a cut of the profit, 80% because it belongs to me, 20% because you're you know, the payment processor. Give me my check. Give me my check right now. I want my check.
You can order private investigators on this fucking application.
I want my money.
That's
I want it
crazy.
now.
That's insane. Now, of course, obviously, how does a man sign up for this application to verify if the claims made about him are not true? You can't, okay? So for instance, I decided I'm gonna fire up the T app. So I downloaded it, installed it on a cell phone, and the thing about this application is you can't actually record the screen or screenshot stuff, okay? So realistically, everything on T must stay on T. And of course, this is a great method, but it really is completely defeated by the other method, which is record your phone screen screen
quote
with
your
another
phone.
phone,
Yeah.
and then you can do whatever you want. So I was making an account on this, and I thought it was, again, every time I use it, I think it's a fucking joke app, right? Because I'm signing up for an account, and it's like, what's your username? The default is like XOXO Gossip Girl. You get to
XOXO Gossip Girl. What the flip?
a point where it asks you for a selfie, and they say that they'll delete this file in 24 hours, and we'll get right back to that. They ask you for a selfie, which, you know, if you have a mom or a wife,
I kind of just like download like some chick's picture. Just go to Instagram, crop the picture, put my phone right there by the screen. Like you never know the difference, right?
in this case, I'm sure everyone's got a mom or something. If you don't have a mom, I apologize for whatever reason. But generally speaking, you can sneak your way onto this application. I'm not going to say how I snuck onto this application, but I did. And unfortunately, at the time of filming and at the time of really recording and researching, a lot of that application is completely disabled. So unfortunately, we're stuck in this load loop for now. Maybe it'll change at some point as I go through with this, but yeah, this was generally the experience. Now, to give you an idea on why this selfie was a bad thing, what gets really insane about this too is immediately right after, like this morning when I was like waking up to read this, I got into overdrive mode. Because apparently the application got completely hacked by a few 4chaners, dude.
Absolute cinema. Absolute cinema. Immediately they're like, nah, we gotta deal with this, boys. We gotta deal with this. Andre and Shevchenko and the other men are dealing with this.
Make an app to dox a bunch of dudes and so doxing the women instead, bro. What the fuck?
Bro,
Driver's
the
licenses and
reverse
face
dox.
pics. Get in here before they shut it down. And of course,
Reverse
they appear to
dox
show a bunch of these
of
women's
doom.
driver's licenses, which is a pretty massive privacy risk right over here. I don't have to really say that for it to be obvious. The T-App uploads all user verification submissions to a public Firebase storage bucket with the prefix attachments. So they give a URL. Yes, if you send T-App your face and driver's license, they doxed you publicly. No authentication, no nothing. It's a public bucket. So yes, this user is in fact absolutely right, because this is not a hack. And for a lot of people that were looking into this, they had found that, yes, by putting in that URL, you absolutely could find attachment files. And users in this situation did go out of their way to write entire Python scripts to effectively scrape this page. And now there's like a torrent floating around. There's just an entire batch of images floating around of these women's faces, possibly their actual personally identifiable information.
Boy, what? They just broke into the backend just like that?
So yes, again, unfortunately, I don't have any footage to show you to verify this on this video right now, but you know, I'm not going to just ask you to take my word for it. There's a group of journalists at 404 Media that have also confirmed this as
Bro, this is why these dating apps are stupid, bro. These apps are so dumb, bro. I'm not gonna even lie to you. Yo, guys, I love this video though. You know, very informative. Be careful out there. Like, yo, man, I don't get it, man. Like, why are they putting so much effort into hating niggas, man? Like, come on, why, baby girl, come on. You know you don't hate me, like the fuck. Why are you putting so much effort into this shit? You wanna know about me? Talk to me. You feel me? Talk to me about me. Let's talk about each other, type of thing. Like, comment, share, and sub on the video. Show up on the Twitch level. I'm gonna be live tomorrow. Well, tomorrow is Tuesday. If this video drops on Tuesday, I'm live tonight. If it drops on Wednesday, don't make sure that you catch the next live. The previous one was yesterday. Danko. Yeah.